there's a lot of things in the comics that haven't been explored cinematically before. You know, first and foremost, we have the story with Peter Parker's parents. When I was thinking about the character, I was really curious about what happened to him when he was a young kid. I mean, he was raised by his aunt and uncle, but we had never met his parents, and I wanted to know the mystery and the story behind that. Of course, there's the Gwen Stacy saga, which, if you're familiar with the comics, is a really fascinating, tragic, ultimately, but interesting storyline that is, you know, at times controversial, but always interesting. And so I wanted to explore that.
Learning the story of Gwen was just so amazing and tragic and epic, and I just immediately wanted to be part of it. And the fact that people had like unsubscribed to comic books and like burned their copies, I was like, hell yeah. It's like being into the Beatles in '64 or something like that when the parents were revolting. I think there was something in me that loved that stamp on pop culture and that whole, you know, what happens with Peter Parker ultimately in his relationship with Mary Jane because of what happens with Gwen.
The hardest thing for me was when it came to the story, you know, when it came to the story of Peter Parker and wanting to do that justice and make sure that all of the themes and the characteristics of the guy and the struggles that he goes through were portrayed in a way that were honored and were powerful.
I just think there's a much more of a kind of emotional baseline to this, you know, that Peter needs to know what happened to his dad, you know, and hopefully we'll find out if there's a next one.